recording. Hello, what's up, guys? This is Fallout Tactics, part 2. We are playing Fallout Tactics. This is a game that I have not played. I heard about it a couple times, I read about it, and essentially it's a spin-off from the Fallout series. And essentially it's a game made from let me see, Fallout. I'm on my other screen right now. No, not the Brotherhood of Steel one. It might think it's going to Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel. Is this the Brotherhood of Steel? Well, anyway, it was made from turn-based strategy, tactics. I'm looking up the thing now. Marco Forte, published by Interplay. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm butchering that word or not, but Marco Forte. Hold on one second. So, yeah, sorry for that distraction. So yeah, so this is a game. I'm playing blind. I don't know nothing about the game. I did play the first Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. I never really completed those two games. I started Fallout, the first one, but I never finished it. Fallout 2, the same thing, never really finished it. But I do know some of the mechanics, and I read that some of the mechanics of those two games do apply in this game. So I'm playing it blind. Gonna see how it goes. I heard this game has like a lot of glitches and stuff, and really feel like an incomplete game. Based on the history I read on this game, they only had 2 testers to test the game before they even released it. So yeah, I expected a lot of issues with it. So based on this guy on the stats, um, he's great at agility and strength. So based on that, he will have a lot of hit points. Let me see, and he will have a lot of action points to use. He has very low charisma, so I don't expect him to influence people. Actually, the hit points is dealing with endurance and agility. And strength is how much he can carry. Endurance is how much hit points he has. Perception is basically his ability to shoot guns and distances and able to detect things in the field. Intelligence is dealing with the skills like doctor and healing. Agility points is how many action points you have during turns, and luck is just basically the luck of the draw. Basically how lucky you are of hitting criticals and finding some great loot. Hit points is 37, armor class is 8, action points is 9, melee damage is 3. That's pretty low for a high strength character. He has 3 tagged skills. One is small guns, one's melee weapons, and one is throwing. Alright. The next one is this one. Let's see. Snake was found wandering the wastelands by the Brotherhood scouts. It transpired that there had been a spate of robbers in his old village. Snake was the culprit. He had 2 choices: starve to death in the wastelands or have both hands removed. It turns out that he had the third choice: serve the Brotherhood of Steel. He had a So this guy's a pretty bad guy. Let's see. He had 2 choices. He was a string of robberies. So he was committing crimes until he was caught, and they just gave him some choices, and he chose that choice to serve the Brotherhood of Steel. Average strength is average. Perception is good. Endurance is average. Charisma is fair. Intelligence is average. Agility is excellent. Luck is average. So what he excels at is he is a, let's see, hit points is 30, hit armor class is 9, action points is 9, melee damage is 1, melee weapons is 68, sneak and steal, small frame and night person. Alright, so essentially his skills reflect on his backstory. He's very quick. He has a lot of action points. He can do a lot of things in a short period of time. He's fast. Everything else is average, but he is a pretty good shooter. Charisma is very fair. He's a bad guy, so people won't treat him that well. And luck is pretty average. He'll get lucky sometimes, but in this backstory, he didn't get lucky. So in melee weapons, he's proficient in melee weapons. Sneak and steal. Alright. Peter's story. Peter trained under his father, who was a medicine man from a small village. One day, he was out of the village gathering herbs when the raiders attacked the village and wiped out his family. He now heals for the Brotherhood of Steel in the hope that he will make raiders feel some of his pain. So he wants revenge, like, yeah, I see. So the raiders killed his family and he wants revenge. He joined the Brotherhood of Steel with his healing talents. He has pretty good strength, good perception, very good perception. Endurance is good. Charisma is good. Intelligence is real good. Agility is pretty good. And luck is average. Alright, armor class is 7, action point is 8, melee damage is 1, small guns, first aid, and doctor. Good natured and gifted. Alright, so let's take the perks. Like he has no perks. I can tell these are perks, but it's not really saying what they do. So essentially, I might go for this guy because he's a healer. I don't know how difficult the game is, but it would be really great if we had a healer. Let's see. What else? What do we have? Alright, we got two more people. Alright, Betty's story. Betty is the youngest of a family of 10. She inherited her mother's good looks and steady hand, but also her father's exceptional eyesight. She is a gifted marksman at range, but lacks the fast reactions needed for close quarter combat. So good at long range, but sucks at close combat. Strength is fair, that makes sense. Perception is high. Endurance is average. She doesn't have that much hit points. Charisma is great. Yeah, because she has good looks, so she has high charisma. Intelligence is pretty good. Agility is pretty fair, and luck is average. So she doesn't have that much action points. She doesn't have much health points. Small guns is 41, traps, and outdoor finesse and skilled. So this is basically your long range shooter. Long range shooter with high charisma. Alright, and then this one is Wilma is the oldest of a family of 10. Wilma, and specializes in more martial arts. She is only a novice in the most disciplines, but already knows 100 ways to kill a man. Coupled with exceptionally light steps, she can get in and kill whenever most heavier, stronger men will fail. Alright, so she's basically a crazy woman. Wait a minute, the oldest of family of 10? The youngest of family of 10? I wonder if they're related. She must be the little sister of this sister, even though they don't really look alike. She has great strength, average perception, endurance is good, charisma is average, intelligence is average, agility is very good, with average luck. Yeah, it reflects the backstory. She would have great strength. Melee damage is 3. The highest, besides this dude here, she has just as high of a melee damage. Unarmed is 80. Melee weapons is 70. Throwing is 48. small frame, and finesse. Okay. Alright, so, and not only that, I could create my own character. Okay, cool. Tough guy. What's that? Oh, just change the picture here. Hair. Oh, you can customize the hair. Skin. Make it darker. What's other? Oh, basically the pants. Oh, okay. Alright, and then you can change the icon. Oh, there's some icons that's not even shown. Let's see. Some old faces. Yeah, there's a lot of faces. Okay, I think I just recycled. Okay. So there's small guns, big guns, energy weapons, unarmed, melee, throwing, first aid, doctor, sneak, lockpick, trap, science. Almost the same skills besides that I could recall. I don't think we had gambling or pilot. What the? We could maintain vehicles effectively. And then you could tag 3 skills depending on what you're planning to specialize in. 3 skills. And not only that, these are just the attributes. So what, to my understanding, these are your attributes: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. They basically affect these stats here. So if I go ahead and put another point in intelligence, it's going to affect the base stats right here. So if I put excellent, you see the skill rate increases. And if I decreases, you see it goes down to 21, 19, 17. The skill rate is the number of skill points you will be able to allocate to skills each time you gain a level. So, each time I gain a level, I can get more skill points to allot to these skills here. Not only that, when I increase it, you see some of these skills here be affected. Some skills use, and the formula is right here. So, let me see. Like the doctor skill is the combination of perception and intelligence. So if I go ahead and add more points to perception, those skills that uses perception to be governed be increased. That's why this one's that's why these attributes here are very important, because it affects. Now, skill points is essentially what you use to add on to your current skills. That's why I know. So when you gain a level, the skill rate, like 15, you can use those 15 points to add on to a percentage of this skill. And perks are essentially optional traits. Optional traits you could pick up. That it's like a special thing, like a special ability. There's like special abilities you can do. It's not like you can activate them. Some are passive, some are active. So, for example, Bloody Mess. By some strange twist of fate, people around you die violently. You always see the worst way the person can die. They'll always see the worst way a person can die. And then there's Jinx. And basically, you can reduce people's luck. There's good-natured, chemical resilient. Your chance to be addicted to chemicals is used as twice number, but you'll recover faster from all their ill effects. Yeah. So night person, let's see. There's always trade-offs too. Alright, so let's see. If I choose a pre-made character, let's see. Let's see if I choose Mick. Like a modified Mick. Now Mick doesn't have no perks if active. And then I can activate his 2 traits. I think I'm gonna go with him. I want to go with him. I am 27 years old, male, human, and then Alex. Hair going to be a light brown. Little fair skin, a little darker than that, be fine. And I'm going to be wearing blue. There we go. And I'll keep the emblem here. Now, my 3 tag skills. I'm mostly going to be the front runner. Now, I did read a little bit about this game, and they said that you better have a dude with big guns to use big guns. So, because of that, if I untag this, I untagged it already, it's pretty high already. Big guns uses 2 times the agility. Miniguns, rocket launchers, flamethrowers as such. So I'm gonna go for big guns. I'm going to go. Now I have really high strength, great strength and great agility. So I want to choose and tag the skills that reflects my characteristics. So big guns, 2 times the agility. I have great agility. What else? Energy weapons, 2 times the agility too. But I think I will focus on big guns. Then there's unarmed, which is 2 times the agility plus the strength. I could go for unarmed. Melee weapons is also 2 times the agility and strength. So I can go for melee weapons. And then throwing is 4 times the agility. So reflecting on those traits, I would choose those traits there. And plus I have a lot of hit points. Now, the perks. There's fast metabolism. Your metabolism rate is twice as normal. This means that you are less resistant to radiation and poison, but your body heals faster. There's bruiser. Yeah, I don't really want to sacrifice. You hit harder, but you move slower. And I don't want to sacrifice how fast I can move. Small frame. Small frame makes you more agile. One-hander. One of your hands is very dominant. You excel with single weapon, but 2 weapons cause a problem. Nope, that's not really good. Finesse. Your attacks show a lot of finesse. You don't do as much damage, but you cause more critical hits. Kamikaze. By not paying attention to any threats, you cause a lot more damage. This lowers your armor class, but just what you are wearing, but you do more damage with every attack. That could be considered. You swing harder, but not better. Your attacks are very brutal, but you lack finesse. You rarely cause a good critical, but you always do more melee damage. Fast shot. You don't have time for aim for a target attack because you attack faster than normal people. It costs you 1 last attribute point for guns and thrown weapons. This one, fast shot, costs you 1 last attribute points for guns and thrown weapons. This makes sense. And thrown weapons. Alright. Bloody Mess, Jinx, Good Nature. Substantially improve. good-natured, chemical reliant, chemical resistant, night person, skilled, gain perks. Okay, skill is this. Since you spent more time improving your skills than a normal person, you gain 5 additional skill points per experience level. The trade-off is that you do not gain as many extra abilities since you take 1 level longer to gain perks. So that means that, let's see, perk rate. This is your perk rate. The amount of levels the character will have to gain in order to gain a perk. Lower is better. So it will take me 3 levels to gain a perk. But if I take skilled on the person, you see the perk rate went up to 4, but the skill rate was increased. So with skilled, right now, before then, 15. My skill rate is 15. At 3, the perk rate is 3. But if I get skilled, I have 4 and 20. So I can be better at the skills that I'm at now. But it'll take a longer time for me to get an extra perk that might be helpful. I don't think that'd be very helpful for this guy here, because, well, it will be helpful because I can level up the big guns faster and melee weapons and throwing. But yeah, I think it will help. I think thinking about it will help because I can level up big guns faster, melee weapons faster, and throwing. And he's not really, and that's all where the points is going to be at. He's going to be purely damage because his intelligence is only average. Okay, and then we have gifted. You have the most innate abilities at most, so you have not spent as much time honing your skills. Your primary sticks are at 1+, but you lose 10% of all your skills to start and receive 5 less skills per level. Alright, so what this is affecting, let me see the stats. Let me take this off. So, damn, that's a big hit to my skills. Alright, so what is essentially what Gifted is doing? It gives you more characteristics, character points. It gives you more characteristic points, but your skills suffer. So the amount of percentage how well your skills are suffer. So it's like a trade-off of, like, you're really gifted at what you're doing, but it'll take a long time to specialize what you're doing. Like, you're really good at it at first, but over time it'll take a while for you to be proficient at it. I don't think so. I'll go for a skill for this one and a fast shot for my main character. We have blue pants, have this guy here. I'm also going to be doing big guns, melee weapons, and throwing.
Ten hut! All right, you mutated redneck green-skinned sacks of irradiated flesh, listen up! I am Paladin Rychek. I am in charge of training you backward maggots in the art of war and survival. In my time in the Brotherhood, I have personally trained more than 50 initiates, and I am proud to say almost 14 of them are still alive and kicking. The elders have ordered me to mold you flabby, hip-slapping, berry-picking, rat-rubbing Brahmin kissers into capable warriors. And I am going to do it, even if it kills you. I will teach you how to eat, sleep, walk, talk, shoot, spit like a Brotherhood soldier. First level of training will be recruitment detail. You'll go to the surrounding villages and see what able-bodied primates are ready for an honest life's work. It is your duty to remind the village elders that if they want continued protection from the scum of this world, they will uphold their end of the bargain by providing resources and their best and brightest for Brotherhood training. Now get your weak-kneed, superstitious, soft-skinned, uneducated butts to the armory. You will be issued basic weapons and armor. There are 3 simple rules to follow with Brotherhood equipment. If you damage your weapon, you will spend a week in the box. If you damage your armor, you will spend a week in the box. If you lose either, I'll kill you myself. And one final thing, ladies. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel.
At ease, Initiate. My name is General Barnaky. I will be giving you your orders before every mission. But before that, I'd like to personally welcome you aboard. Considering that the Brotherhood basic training attrition rate is 85%, you should be very proud of yourself. Now, on to business. 2 nights ago, raiders invaded the resource-rich tribal village of Brahmanwood. Their losses have been heavy, and they are now ready to accept the Brotherhood's conditions for protection. We will return their lands and rescue these primitive people in exchange for food and a portion of their older children for new recruits. We must expand our ranks to meet our objectives, which makes every village count. I don't know what is driving the raiders this close to our base of operations, but they have been punishing the surrounding area. Brahmanwood is one of many villages that is now occupied by raiders. The inhabitants that did not escape have been slain or imprisoned. Make no mistake, Initiate, they have killed a fair amount of our brothers. Do not underestimate them. You will take your squad to Brahmanwood, locate and eliminate the leader of the group of raiders. Once he is removed, his followers will surely fall into disarray. You will then use the Brotherhood's superior might and intellect to butcher the remaining criminals. This is a standard assault mission, so consult the map in your Pip-Boy for the latest intelligence on the area. One more thing, warrior. You must ensure that the village elder survives. He is the key to our plans for this town. According to the local tribal custom, he alone deals with outsiders. Without him, we can have no agreement with the rest of the tribe. Dismissed.
Okay. Now, this is my skills. This is my pro. So, let's see. I have Alex, Farsight, and Stitch. They both have the knife. This one. So I have a spear. So I chose big guns and they gave me a spear. Okay. How do you move the camera? There we go. The camera's like this. Alright. See a raider right there. Okay. Weapons already. That. Oh, I can go this way. Oh, I can use this one too. Alright. Skill, inventory. What I got in my inventory? A knife, a grenade, rock, shuffle, orange javelin, illustrates 4 weight 8 pounds. Happy Pie, very warm, Coca-Cola. Okay, this is what I have on everyone. Alright, so Farsight. What is this character? Practical knowledge of the outdoors, the ability to walk with it, all the plants and the animals. Sneak. And small guns. Class. So what she's wearing? This one is your typical battlefield medic. You step on a mine to patch you up together and get assuming there's anything left in the passage. He has small guns, first aid, and doctor. Okay, so he can heal. Status, kill, and purpose, good nature. Yeah, that makes sense. She has no purpose. I have fast soccer skill. Okay, so I have big guns, melee, and throwing. So oh, this is a throw weapon. So instead of oh shoot. Alright, so there's a raider there. Sentry mode, aggressive. So I can have that. That. They're non-hostile. Tribals, they're just tribals.
Greetings to the Brotherhood of Steel. You are speaking with Charon, elder and tribal father to Brahman Wood. You have arrived none too soon. Our village has fallen to raiders who rode out of the darkness. Some of my people escaped death or bondage by fleeing into the wasteland, but without tools and shelter. This must be the doing of the Brahmin god of fate. With the bandits we trade away our present. In the Brotherhood we trade away our future. Ah, very well, Initiate. I fully agree to your terms, but I fear this decision will haunt me till I reach the eternal grazing field in the heavens. Our villages are being held prisoner in the camp. Save them, and you will have more people to aid your cause. Lose them, and you will be cutting Brahmin from your own herd.
automatically start shooting. Alright, let's leave her in aggression mode. No. You stay here. Leave an aggression mode. Stitch. Alright, go on fire. She'll come here. Over there. My thing like balls is gay. It's the perfect time. Alright, she killed her. Alright, was he being damaged? Being close. Come on. Flank him. There we go. Alright. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, there's some quick keys. We go here. I'm wasting bullets. Alright, let's see. Stitch uses a shotgun. He has some first aid here. The guy remember left. I'm trying to see, can you okay, there's an area here. You can't go that past that area. Let's see. Let's character. Check the menu. Wait. Display sound. And quick keys. There we go. H is help. Alt S is to quick save. Print screen game. Scroll map, pause. Escape, main menu, skill, inventory, options, Pip-Boy map. Left click to move. Control left click move, force move to same level. Shift left to run. W backspace stop. Left click on target is to fire a weapon. Control right click is to force fire. Left right hand toggle, cycle weapon modes, targeted shot, R is reload weapon, squad commands. So F1 select squad member, recall selection groupings, set selection groupings, select all squad members, sentry mode off, defensive and aggressive. Stand, crouch and prone, turn base. Oh, there's turn base? Always walk. Formations. Turn base. This line is slow. Let me try. Individual squad. And then always walk. Smart one. And then always run. Oh, okay. So run only if you're sneaking. Okay. Alright, so just turn base. Let's try the turn base. Dog. Dog. There's nothing with dog. Makes sense. No one's really injured. Alright, let's see. Slugger. Yeah, take all that. Okay, the entire squad. Alright, they say turn base. I really don't. If it's turn base, it's great. We all gonna walk up. And she sees this. All gonna walk up. All go down. There's a door there. See, why you went down? So they disappeared. Target. No. You're still trying to get some controls. So slow. Actually, there's not that much cover there. So I'm going to. Oh, okay, turn base. So now this is turn base. So can't I switch? No, I do not switch off. What happens if I do? Enter Overwatch mode. Overwatch mode? Let me see. Enter Overwatch mode. Right click, save. Accuracy mode. 66. 100%. So I guess 1% means if they need to go to 1% accuracy, they shoot. If they have at least 33%, they shoot. Okay, I understand. Alright, let's do some changes right now. See? Go. Alright. action points to stand up and stuff. Basically to stay down. It takes action points to move. Essentially, he has to move this way too. So essentially, that guy ain't gonna use it. Does it take action points to stand up? Yeah, it takes 2 action points to stand up. So, as she's covering long distance, these two are going to move up in position. Stay in Overwatch. So who is this dude? Should see him in the corner like that. Alright, he's gonna move up like this. She's gonna stay in Overwatch. Why? feelings and range.
Your last breath is a pathetic attempt to clear your blood-filled lungs. If only you had another chance.
I was the main character. Alright. Gotta die to learn. Alright, my mouse is not working.